The two investigators known as, whose name is Mr. R.G. Kennedy of Punjab Irrigation Department and Mr. Gerard Lacy, Chief Engineer of Irrigation Department UP, we have given these two theories, Kennedy's theory and Lacy's field theory. Study was in Kennedy's theory. Kennedy has selected the number of sites on Upper Barido Canal system for carrying out the investigation, for studying the velocity of flow, depth of channel. The number of sites he has selected, and he has revealed the various assumptions after his research. He has given various assumptions in that the flowing water has to counteract some amount of friction against the bed of the canal. When the water flows, it offers some resistance, friction between the bed of the canal and water. Due to this, vertical eddies are formed. It gives rise to vertical eddies that rise up gently to the surface. This is the first assumption given by Kennedy after his study. Then he has given the critical velocity, equation of critical velocity as non-silting, non-scoring velocity. That is given by this equation. The equation is V0 is equal to 0.55 d raised to 0.64. Where V0 is the critical velocity. D is the depth of water over bed portion of the channel. Another equation, V0 is equal to C into D raised to N. N is the any index number. This equation is applicable to the soil which containing sandy silt. Later, he has given the severe critical velocity ratio, which is equal to m. From that equation of critical velocity, you have introduced the value of m. V0 is equal to 0.55 m into d raised to 0.64. The critical velocity ratio is given by the ratio of critical velocity for the area divided by critical velocity for upper Bari Doab canal system. This is a severe ratio, critical velocity ratio given by Kennedy's theory. Then he has given various values of the C for various types of materials and values of m, critical velocity ratio for various values of different types of silts. That is given in this two table. Values of C corresponding to type of material and value of m corresponding to type of silt. Then he have made use of Cutter's equation, the mean velocity of flow in the channel. He have used this mean velocity equation given by Cutter's equation. This V is equal to 23 plus 1 by n plus 0.00155 divided by s divided by 1 plus into bracket 23 plus 0.00155 divided by s into n by root of r. This constant is multiplied by root of r into s. That equation is given by C. This is constant, which is into multiplied by root of r into s. Then he have fixed the longitudinal slope of the channel. He has not given the equation of the slope of the canal. From this table, for various values of B by D ratios, the slope is given. The longitudinal slope of the channel is decided from these dimensions, width to depth ratio. Then he has provided the B by D ratios, that is taken from Wood's normal design table, Wood's table. In this, for various values of discharges, the B by D ratio is given, width and depth values are given, slope is given for corresponding discharge, V by V0 ratio, mean velocity corresponding to that discharge, and B by D ratio. Then recommendations of the Central Water Power Commission, CWPC, has given the graph between discharge in cumex and ratio of width to depth ratio, width to depth ratio. From this graph, the for the BYD ratios for canals as given. The discharges up to 300 cumex corresponding to BYD ratios can be taken from this graph. This is a Kennedy's theory. Then he has given the method of channel design, Kennedy's method of channel design. Then he has given the drawbacks in Kennedy's theory. The various design method, the method for designing the channel section, for finding out the discharge, the mean velocity of flow, how we have derived the equation that is given, method of channel design is given. Then drawbacks in Kennedy's theory that are identified. These are the drawbacks in Kennedy's theory. Up to this, you have seen this Kennedy's theory. समजलं इथपर्यंत काही प्रॉब्लेम आहे का यामध्ये? प्लीज आस्क. कोणाला डाऊट आहे का यामध्ये? You can ask, you can unmute yourself and you can ask, or you can ask in chat box. Okay. The next theory is Lacey-Stilt theory. Kennedy theory you have seen. After that, another theory given by the another investigator. The name is Lacey. The name is given here. Lacey, Mr. Gerald Lacey, who is the chief engineer of irrigation department of UP, who has given this Lacey-Stilt theory. Mr. Gerald Lacey, who is the chief engineer of irrigation department of Uttar Pradesh, who has given this Lacey-Stilt theory, or it is also called Lacey's regime theory. Generally, it is known as Lacey's field theory, or it is called Lacey's theory. This is a Lacey's field theory. So what he has given the dimensions of the channel, width, depth, and slope of the channels to carry a given discharge loaded with a given field charge are all fixed by nature. Which idea is he has given by this Lacey, Mr. Gerald Lacey, who has given this theory, general assumption. During flow of the water through the channel, the for a given discharge, it contains silt charge. It while flowing flow of the water, it carries silt or any debris or suspended particles. So during flow of the water, it carries the silt charge. The dimensions of the channel, width, depth, its slope of the channel to carry a given discharge is loaded with the given silt charge. So all these are fixed by nature. Naturally fixed it's while flow of the water, it contains silt, some amount of silt at various location at various sites. This silt content may vary. So during flow of the water, the width, depth, and slope of the channel is decided as per the given discharge. While flow of the water, it carries silt charge. The amount of the silt charge is not fixed. It may vary. So these are the dimensions and the discharge and flow of the water, silt charge. These are all fixed by the nature. So what this is the assumption which is given by Lacey. This idea was first put forward by Mr. Gerard Lacey. According to this assumption, I have developed this theory. Lindley's theory is also based on the same concept. Another theory given by Lindley. This theory also based on this same assumption, same concept that is given above. Lacey succeeded in evolving more generally applicable equations based on his own experiments and the experiments of the past investigators. He have developed this theory based on his own carrying out his own experiments. He have studied the discharge through the channel, various dimensions, width, depth, and slope. He has given this concept. Based on that, he have carried out various experiments, and the experiments from the previous researchers or investigators. Based on that, we have developed this theory. त्यामध्ये काही डेफिनेशन्स दिलेत त्यांनी. Regime channel, what is incoherent LUM, regime silt charge, regime silt grade, regime conditions, initial regime, final regime, permanent regime. In that first is regime channel. Regime channel म्हणजे काय? Let's define the regime channel as a stable channel transferring a regime silt charge. During flow of water to the channel, it carries the silt charge or silt particles. So this regime channel as a stable channel transferring a regime silt charge. It is called regime channel, which transport the silt during flow of water. That is regime channel. A channel will be in regime if it flows in an unlimited incoherent LUM of the same character that transported, and the silt grade and silt charge are all constant. The regime condition मध्ये कधी म्हणायचं, when it is said to be in regime, channel is said to be in regime when during flow of the water the incoherent LUM the same character as that transported during flow of water, then the silt grade and silt charge are all constant. Then it will be in regime condition. Silt charge and silt grade कसं पाहिजे, constant पाहिजे. Then only it is said to be in regime. Then that channel is said to be regime channel. The silt charge and silt grade while transportation of the silt that remains constant. This is the regime channel. समजा regime channel म्हणजे काय? It is a stable channel transporting a silt charge at constant rate. It's constant. That silt charge is constant. That channel is said to be regime channel. Incoherent LUM. It is a soil composed of loose granular graded material. Incoherent LUM म्हणजे काय? It is a soil type of soil composed of loose granular graded material. It contains loose soil, loose materials, which can be scored with same ease with which it is deposited. This is a incoherent LUM. It is a type of soil composed of loose granular graded material. समजलं regime channel आणि incoherent LUM म्हणजे काय? Regime silt charge. आता आपण regime silt grade silt charge. Regime silt charge म्हणजे काय? It is a minimum transported load consisting with fully regime silt grade. Silt charge means the minimum transported load during flow of water. The minimum transported load consisting with fully regime silt grade, which contains the fully regime silt grade. So this indicates the gradation between the small and the big particle. The gradation between small particles and big particles is given by this silt grade. That indicates the silt grade. Gradation between small and big particles. The average of the particle. Particle is not taken. Is taken. This particle is done. This is regime silt charge. This is the minimum transported load consisting with fully regime silt grade. That is known as regime silt charge. So the regime silt charge in regime condition. When the channel is said to be in regime condition, when it satisfies the condition given as follows. The channel is said to be in regime condition, regime channel. In that first condition is the channel is flowing in unlimited incoherent volume of the same character as that transported. The channel कसं आहे, during flow of the water through that channel, there is unlimited incoherent volume of same character as that transported. It contains this loose granule graded material, incoherent LUM. While flow of the water through the channel, it contains this incoherent LUM soil, which is of same character as that transported. The character of this incoherent LUM is same. This is the first assumption, but first condition for regime condition. Second condition क्या है? Silt grade and silt charge are constant. Silt grade, gradation of the silt is constant and silt charge are constant. म्हणजे काय? Regime silt charge, regime silt grade, it is constant. This is the second condition. Third, discharge is constant. Discharge through the channel is constant. Discharge will remain same throughout the section of the channel. These are the three conditions of regime conditions of the channel. The channel is said to be regime channel when it satisfies these three conditions. First, the channel is flowing in unlimited incoherent LUM of same character. Second condition is silt grade and silt charge are constant. And third one is discharge is constant. Then only it is said to be channel is said to be in regime condition or regime channel. समझ का condition, definition. Any problem in this? Please ask. If these three conditions are satisfied, then the channel is said to be in true regime. The channel काय म्हणायचं? True regime channel. When it satisfies these three conditions. However, it is seldom that the above conditions are realized in the field. So these conditions are quietly satisfied. Hence, Lacy gave this idea of initial and final regime for the actual channel. So these conditions are not fully satisfied in the field during flow of water. These three conditions that cannot be satisfied because the incoherent volume may be of a different character, or there may be change in the silt grade, change in the silt charge that not remain constant, or discharge will not remain constant during the flow of the water. So this may vary. These three conditions are not satisfied fully. Therefore, the Lacy have given the idea of initial and final regime for the actual channel. Lacy ने काय दिलेलं आहे? Mr. Gerard Lacy. He has given this initial and final regime of the actual channel. He has given this initial regime channel and final regime channel. The idea of the initial and final regime for the actual channel. So what is initial regime? One of the conditions of attaining the regime of the channel is that there should be freedom for the channel to form its own section. So one of the conditions of attaining the regime of the channel that there should be for the channel to form its own section. There is a freedom for the channel to form its own section. The channel section है, the dimensions of the section, its width, depth, its slope. That channel is to be formed freely, or the freedom, there should be a freedom for forming or designing the channel section. It should form its own section. This is one of the condition to attain this regime of the channel, initial regime. So initial regime is a state of channel that has formed its section only and it not secured the longitudinal slope. So in this, the channel is has to form its own section in the initial regime. The first condition for initial regime. In initial regime, the state of the channel has to form its own section, and it is not secured the longitudinal slope. This is the initial regime. The channel has to form its own section. The final regime. Final regime means what? When a channel is constructed with defective slope, it tries to throw off the incoherent seed on the bed to increase their slopes. If the channel slope is having defective, if the slope is not proper, there are undulations, if discharge to the channel is not proper. So due to this defective slope or improper slope, the incoherent slope, incoherent silt that will throw off from the channel that increase their slopes. This incoherent silt is thrown off on the bed to increase their slopes. So during flow of the water, this silt may be thrown off if the slope is not proper. So to attain this final regime, the channel forms its section first before the final slope. The final slope prepare होने अगोदर, design करने अगोदर, first you have to decide its channel section. Form of the channel is decided. The channel after adding its section and longitudinal slope will said to be in final regime. Channel final regime मध्ये केव्हा असेल? When channel attains its own section and longitudinal slope of the channel, then the channel is said to be in final regime. The initial regime केव्हा असेल? When the channel forms its own section. After forming its own section, the longitudinal slope is formed. In final regime, this to its own section and longitudinal slope is formed. This is the difference between initial regime and final regime. In initial regime, its own section is formed. In final regime, its own section and longitudinal slope is formed. That was the initial regime and final regime, which is given by this laces. The permanent regime. What is permanent regime? The permanent regime केव्हा असेल? When the channel is protected on the bed and the sides with some kind of protective material. When this channel section is protected from some protective material, its bed, side slopes, sides of the channel that are protected. So then the channel section cannot be scored up during flow of the water. The channel section cannot scored up scoring will not be done, and there is no possibility of change of section or longitudinal slope. So the channel section will be does not change. Its form of the channel section will not change, and there is no change in the longitudinal slope of the channel. Then the channel is said to be in permanent regime. Some of the permanent regime, when a channel is protected from the protecting material, the channel section, its width, side slopes are protected from protecting material, and the channel section cannot be scored up during flow of the water, and there is no possibility of the change in the section of the channel or longitudinal slope of the channel. That will remain constant. There is no change in the section and longitudinal slope. Then that channel section is said to be permanent regime. Channel dimension will remain same. Channel dimension, its width, depth, slope will remain constant. Then that channel section is said to be permanent regime channel. Regime theory is not applicable to such channels. Regime theory है channel applicable नहीं, permanent regime channel. So there is only one section and only one longitudinal slope at which the channel will carry a particular discharge with particular silt grade. In this permanent regime, there is only one section and one longitudinal slope at which the channel will carry particular discharge with particular silt grade during flow of the water. The section of the channel and longitudinal slope constant discharge and given silt grade. And the natural silt transporting channel have a tendency to assume a similarly vertical section of the channel. So coarser, thus if the silt is coarser material is there, then the greater is the waterway of a such channel and the depth will be narrow. The silts are coarse silt, then waterway is greater, width of water will be large and the depth will be narrow. And if the silt is finer the silt, then depth will be greater and channel closely approximates a semicircle. The channel section having semicircle section. If the silt having fine, the depth will be greater and the channel is having semicircular shape. If channel is constructed with too small or small cross section for a particular discharge, and the slope is steeper than required, and score will be score will occur till final regime is attained. So if the channel section is too small, cross section of the channel, width and depth of the channel is small for a given discharge, if the slope is steeper, then the score will be occur during the flow of water till the final regime is attained. Similarly, silting will occur in channel till final regime is attained with wider cross section and flatter slope than required. So silting will occur in the channel till the final regime is attained, till the section of the channel is attained where it forms its own section and its longitudinal slope